Welcome back! We've solved the giant nonogram puzzle here in the basement area and have gotten access to a super secret safe. So let's see what's hidden in here. To my daughters, I hope that you will never need to see this note, but I'm worried that I might be leaving you much sooner than I want to. There are a few things you need to know. First, you need to take care of each other. If you've found this, it's because you've worked together. Keep it up. On your 15th birthday, I will each give you half of what you needed to find this note. I know you'll be able to work things out between each other if you try. Please try, as a favor to me. Second, the ryokan is just a place, and nothing more. Neither of you have to stay to take care of it. These are your lives. You have to live in a way that makes you happy. All that I ask is that you work out your decision together. Finally, if you're reading this, then I'm sorry. If I had my way, I'd be there for you always. Take care of each other. And take care of your grandmother. I know she disagrees with what I want for you two, but don't take that personally. In her own way, she only wants the best for you two. So it sounds like Kasumi didn't really have an issue with the possibility of Miwako running the ryokan. This is something that we might want to tell the others. And there's a sword here. Cool. Well, that's awesome. Let's get out of here. Ah! Oh boy.
Oh no! I better find a way to cut these cords in half, and fast!
And with that thing standing right there. Well, thankfully we got a sword, if we can find it. Here we go. And we need to cut off a few certain parts of the rope. Thankfully I've got the solution right here in front of me. Oh wait, that wasn't what I meant to do. This one. This one. This one. And finally, this one. Perfect. Alright, let's take a closer look at that thing.
The joint near the elbow looks a lot like what Rentaro was working on in his shed.
Aha! So this was just a robot. Rentaro, what are you doing? Well, I think we can kind of figure it out. But let's talk to everybody first, if we can. Hopefully he's not waiting out to surprise us with something. Okay, looks like the coast is clear. Let's go and talk to everybody. Miwako, are you here? No, Miwako is gone, and it's 8:18. Where'd she go, I wonder? What about Rentaro? Are you in your shed? No, he's not in his shed. Did he leave something behind? Oh wait, maybe I have to come here after it. Hang on a sec. I'm doing things in the wrong order again. Let's see if we can talk to Takai. I think you have to talk to her. Oh, pfft. One of these days. It'll be too late, but one of these days I'm not going to make a wrong turn there. There she is. At least she's here.
Hello, Nancy-san.
Did you know about Kasumi's will?
She did not have a will. She was too young.
She did. I found it.
No, you don't understand what you found. Whatever that says, she didn't mean it.
Something tells me that she does know about the will.
She told you what she wanted, didn't she? And you ignored it.
No, you don't understand.
Oh, I understand perfectly. You didn't tell the girls what their mother really wanted because you're afraid of losing the ryokan. You made up all of this ghost business to scare the girls into doing what you want.
Stop! Stop! You're wrong.
Somehow I get the feeling that she might be working with Rentaro to make this happen.
I don't buy it.
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Try me.
I can't lose them too.
There's no guaranteeing that they'll leave if they know the truth.
Yes, there is. There is too much sadness for them here. They've forgotten about how things used to be before she died. They've forgotten about how this used to be our home.
But why would you fake these hauntings if you want them to stay?
I would never do that.
Well, when she explains it like that, I don't know, maybe she hasn't faked them.
I think maybe I jumped to a decision too quickly.
I know you mean well, Nancy-san. You can't help us here. But thank you for trying.
No, I'm not going to back down now.
What really happened to Kasumi? I need to know.
The police said it was an accident. It wasn't an accident.
What did happen?
It was my job to take care of the bass. I was supposed to be there. She was supposed to be meeting with that pen pal friend of hers downtown. She was so excited to go. I should have let her go. I should have taken care of everything myself. But I didn't want to. I didn't like her going into the city. I didn't like that pen pal of hers, always getting her so wound up about leaving here. So, I played sick so she couldn't go.
I don't understand.
The pool ledges are very slippery. You must know where to walk. There was a reason I never let her do that part. But I wasn't thinking about that. I was too selfish. She drowned that night in the baths. It should have been me down there. And she knows that.
You can't blame yourself for that.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
I do. Accidents happen. As much as we wish they didn't, you can't keep everyone safe, no matter how hard you try.
It is different for a parent, Nancy-san.
Miwako and Yumi blame themselves, too. If you can't let Kasumi go, how will you be able to help the girls?
I don't know if I can do that.
I think the best way you can help the girls is to honor what Kasumi wanted.
I'm sorry. I'm very busy.
Okay, I think now you can go out to Rentro's shed. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute.
No, not quite right.
This must be the recorder Rintaro was talking about earlier. I'll take this and leave the other one here.
Alright, and this is the new recorder that he was talking about, because remember, he mentioned that we can email sounds to everybody, and we got a new email button up there. So, let's just leave the old one there. What's this?
I should translate this and figure out what he's up to.
Uh-oh. Alright, one last time, dictionary. Must finish today. Work order. Room 33. Ooh, that's the infamous room. Doromatic. Fox click. Alright, so it looks like this is a thing that will allow us to get inside any room. So let's head up there and confront him with what we know. It's pretty much confirmed that he's the bad guy, so let's see if we can stop him before he does anything else. And I think I took the wrong way again. One last wrong turn for the win. Alright, Rentaro. You've been caught.
What are you doing in here? You're the one trying to scare everyone away, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, Nancy. I'm not trying to scare everyone away. I am scaring everyone away. The ryokan needs to close down.
But why would you want to close this place down?
Look around you. Does this look like a good place? Everyone can sense it immediately, and it makes them leave. Everyone but you. But when I tell Miwako that you're here to collect info for Savannah's next book, you'll be out of here too.
I've got to find a way to keep him from escaping.
Well, thankfully we got a remote.
Not so fast. I've got to find a way to convince everyone about Rentaro, quickly.
And we've got a recorder.
I don't get it. You're the one who told me the ghosts aren't real.
No one usually listens to that line because they want to believe in the ghosts. I didn't start that. They did. They wanted a show, and I gave it to them because enough with them and enough of this place. I asked Miwako to leave. I even left myself.
Why did you come back?
I can't leave Miwako here alone. I need to convince her to leave or close this place down. It doesn't matter to me. But you, it's time that you leave. Now.
Look familiar? It's been on this whole time. I just push this button and I'll send everything you said to every voicemail box in the place.
Oh!
No. Don't.
Why shouldn't I? After everything you've done, your ghost almost drowned me.
I really screwed up here. Let me be the one to tell her. If I do, she might forgive me. Eventually. Give me.
Well, you have a choice here. You can either allow him to tell Miwako or not. And you get a slightly different ending either way, but I'm going to force him to confess.
Okay, but I'll be watching. You'd better do it.
Thanks, Nancy. Oh. This is going to be terrible, isn't it? Okay.
Dear Hannah, Rentaro confessed to Miwako and Takai. It was not a pretty sight. After many months of apologizing and begging, Miwako agreed to allow Rentaro to undo some of the damage he'd done to the ryokan's reputation. Instead of scaring away guests, Rentaro was using his skills to modernize the ryokan in small, Takai-approved ways. Miwako broke up with Rentaro after he confessed. He's hopeful that one day she'll change her mind. I wouldn't hold my breath if I were him. Once the girls found out Kasumi's true wishes, everyone agreed that the ryokan should be passed on to Miwako. Miwako accepted the position. As the official owner, she started to really enjoy her work, and it shows. Now that there's no pressure to take over the family business, Yumi's been spending more time at the inn. She's even agreed to expand her business to include catering to the ryokan. Thanks to Yumi's incessant pushing, Miwako finally agreed to spend a little time in the city.
Aww.
From the looks of it, she had a great time. No longer worried about losing the ryokan, Takai is finding herself busier than ever. Her classes in the traditional arts are booked for months in advance. She said she'd always fit me in for a calligraphy lesson, even if it may be a bit of a lost cause. From what I hear, the ryokan's no longer the creepy place I remember. Customers are returning with a vengeance. Guess that means it'll be harder for me to get reservations next time I visit. As for me, I finally got to spend some time in the town with Bess and George, and it was worth the wait. From the boutiques to the traditional cultural exhibits throughout the city, I don't think we've ever had so much fun on a trip. See you soon. Love, Nancy.
All right. Oh, wow, I didn't even pay attention to those other ones. I believe that was a chapter, and this was possibly... Was it this one? Was that right? Okay, I guess we didn't get it right. Oh well. We did get some of the awards. We got most of the ones here in this column, except for the... There's an award you can get for putting the password envelope back into the box. I forgot to do that. You can get an award for doing a lot of bento, a lot of... pachinko prizes, for taking a bath a bunch of times, for recording a bunch of times. We got the one for teaching, for grading the homework. There's also, we got the one for sending out avatars to everybody, for watching eerie footage. I think that's for the DVD. We got the Easter egg. I think this is just for doing a bunch of Suki commands. And we solved all of Rentaro's puzzles.
Residents of a German castle are being terrorized by a fearsome creature, and it's up to me to crack the case. Once I arrive at the castle, I begin to suspect that there may be more to this monster story than just superstition. As monster sightings become more frequent and creepy signs begin appearing, I find myself in danger of becoming the monster's next victim. Join me as I try to solve the case without becoming another entry in the castle's long and grisly history. In my next adventure, The Captive Curse.
Ooh. Sounds like Nancy is indeed going to the castle that Savannah stayed at. But that's another Let's Play for another time. I hope you enjoyed this one. Shadow at the Water's Edge is certainly not my favorite Nancy Drew game, but it was a memorable one. I definitely enjoyed the characters and the location. The puzzles were okay. I didn't really feel like they did as much of a creative job as they could have. They kind of just shoehorned a bunch of Sudokus and nonograms in. It didn't exactly feel like the most interesting thing in the world. But the stuff that was there other than that was kind of memorable. I do enjoy their attempts to at least invoke at least some of the aspects of Japanese culture into the game. The fake accents among the actors were a little obvious, though, but or at least some of the actors. I think some of them actually were Japanese. But overall, it was a pretty fun game. One of my only complaints about it is that it is a little short when you don't do the entire book of stuff that Rentaro gives you. That is one of the only things I didn't really particularly like. There are some head scratchers, especially if you just forget to do something in the right order or just miss something along the way that triggers something that you wouldn't even think was unrelated, like the article translation thing. But other than that, those moments aren't exactly that common, I don't think. But I think the other thing I really wasn't a big fan of in this game was just the obviousness of Rentaro being the culprit. That was pretty much the only other gripe I had about it, because honestly, there really wasn't that many other people that it could have been. But other than that, it was a pretty fine game, and now we get to watch some outtakes, so I will see you in the next adventure.
Suki, 立って。Oh my gosh, I think I really saw this one. Suki, 立って。